Continuing to cover the free monthly PlayStation games now in October 2023. First one I'm covering in this first two review. I play a couple hours so you don't have to.
Welcome to the Weird West.
Although I would maybe refer to this as gwyred West, or it's kind of in a middle ground. It's a single-player story RPG that has a top-down, zoomed-out view, thematically set in a Wild West scenario with an injection of fantasy as well, with skin-changing sirens, some cannibalism, some spooky childs. And overall, the game world is solid and has some really tasty sounds littered throughout it. However, I would say that is at times one of the weaker elements, as there's large portions of the game that feel pretty empty. Also, getting into the story right away, we should feel a little bit more empty than you really do. It starts out with the death of your son and your husband going missing as well in the process. That's a very emotional event, but you can't feel attached and present in that because it's genuinely the first action that happens. You don't know what they look like, what their personalities are, you have no examples of interactions with them, which really diminishes the impact of a monumental moment. This type of familial loss is pretty common in this type of game. Like you look at Fallout, Red Dead Redemption, The Last of Us. These games often share a similar moment like that. But first you get that taste of normal life and the importance of that person to you before they're ripped away from you. So that's a rough miss to start the game, but you still get some of the guilt of this moment as you come across the teddy bear on your son's body and then accidentally sell your wedding ring to a merchant because you were just clicking through things looking at their values. I'm sorry, hubby, I didn't know. Though the combat's alright, there's not much that's unique about it. I wish the movement was a little bit more dynamic, and weapon feel, healing, and overall health are all maybe a little too forgiving. That's just with the base difficulty though, which can be upped. And there's some solid throwables as well as many environmental factors that spice up the fights. But overall, I find myself wishing the game was a little bit more wacky. And early on, things go as expected too frequently. And even when they don't, that's not really executed properly. For example, I like that you get ambushed while trading, but it's a pretty frequent occurrence, so you come to expect this, as well as it's preceded with screens ruining any type of abagoo, as flow is broken up, and you get a warning of specifically what stopped you. I'd say it's a good game, it's structurally sound. I think it was just missing those wow moments to make this game sufficiently engaging and special. Still a welcome sight compared to the last mini games I've been reviewing in this series. It's got potential. That's it for the first two review. Peace out.